We are live here on Crimson Theater with film star Antonia Dorian. How are you doing, Antonia?
Fine, thank you.
We finally got this right. We've been trying to take some, phone interviews on the video show. It's a new concept, where so we can kind of keep the tradition we had going with the Big Top Radio broadcast, which is coming back. But in the meantime, this way we can still talk to some of our favorite celebrities.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this presentation we're doing a very special presentation tonight of Dinosaur Island, which was the movie that that's how I discovered you. And it's a Fred Olen Ray. And who's the other guy that helped direct this one?
Jim Wynorski.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, why don't you just tell us to start out a little bit about how you got involved?
I've directed a lot of films. Oh, sorry. Sorry, what?
No, why don't you just tell us a little bit about, the beginnings with Dinosaur Island and then some of those other films that you were in around that time?
The beginning of Dinosaur Island, actually, Jim Wynorski is the one that discovered me.
Okay.
The other director. So, he had me play the lead actress, and I was Princess April.
Princess April, and I remember it's a wild bunch of guys get stranded on an island, and of course it's an island full of beautiful women. It's a very traditional, subject in the genre, but an interesting twist on it, really.
I thought it's a really cute film because we live on an island. We have the fountain of youth, water where we never age. So we were very, very, very old, but we looked young.
Everybody's looking to be stranded on that island for many reasons.
Yes, of course. Who doesn't? I would.
I've watched
I have a little cough, because I've had a cold.
Okay, but the movie is, it does have a charming quality, the whole setup and the actors in it, and I really get a big kick out of it. I think our viewers will get a big kick out of it tonight too. Oh,
it's a great film. I think it's funny. It's so cute.
Now,
and the lines are funny.
Oh, the lines are hilarious.
I know. I love them.
When I
had to say them, I felt funny. It was just like, okay, this line, but it came across very funny. But it just felt, funny when I would say them.
Oh well, it definitely was paying homage to a lot of those type of films, and it did a great job. And you really really like the goofiness of the characters, and I've become quite fond of the film. The film's soundtrack music is pretty cool too. And
it is.
It's a lot of fun movie, and it did feature a dinosaur in it that was in another film, right?
Yes, Carnival, another Roger Corman film that they did. So they used the same dinosaur, but we ended up blowing the dinosaur up in the film, but they already used it in the other film. So
that's fantastic. I mean, what a concept. You've got an island full of beautiful women. You get to be in this movie. They blow up a dinosaur. I don't know. There's not much more a guy like me could ask for.
You're funny.
Oh no, it's a great time, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I hope the Ghoulies tonight will see our edited for Crimson Theater version, but I think that'll be okay.
I had a small part of a movie called Ghoulies 5.
Ghoulies 5. I'm going to have to look. I'm really going to make an effort now to research all the films that you were in because I'm a fan for sure. I mean, that's.
Thank you.
And that's that. What's funny is it's the interesting world of coincidence because I remembered you in the film, seeing it back in the mid '90s, and then I never knew your name and and I never saw the film again. But I always remembered you in the.
I'm so old when you said that.
I remembered you in the part because you were so much reminded me of like the cave girls that that Frank Frazetta would paint, and you totally look like you stepped right out of one of his paintings to me, and so I always wondered until my friend got me the movie last year, and then I found your name and found you basically on Facebook the next day. But which is interesting, the coincidence that Dorian was part of your name, and everyone knows me as Dorian too. That's a coincidence, and then that kind of leads up to the present because the author of your book has a name very similar to an actor that was in the picture of Dorian Gray. So the coincidences never cease.
I know.
So why don't you tell us?
And then real quick, I will talk about the book, but real quick, and then the poster I was in for Dinosaur Island, Boris was the name of
Boris Vallejo, yeah.
Yes, of the artist, and the woman that is in the poster, she looks a lot like me, and her name was Angela Dorian.
Wow. You know, what do
Yeah.
you think about now we're off subject a little bit, but it's interesting. What do you think about those kind of coincidences? I kind of take that kind of stuff a little more seriously than I used to.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably too heavy a question for the early morning hours on the
But it
West
is.
Coast.
I think it's cool. Yeah.
All right, now we all want to hear about the new book.
Yeah, and his name, the other writer is George P. Saunders. So you were talking about that he was in the original, right? Dorian Gray.
There was an actor with that similar name, yes.
Saunders. Mm-hmm.
A very,
Seen the
very,
original Dorian Gray? I forgot.
yeah, the original. Well, yeah, the one with Hurd Hatfield is pretty much regarded as the. But there were several others. Another one with an actor named Shane Bryant, who I'm in contact with too. He's still around. He did a great job as well playing the part. But so, what's the title of the new book?
It's called The Last Harem.
And this is your story?
Yes, it is. And it will be on Amazon Kindle if anyone would like to buy it.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll make note of that too. And well, tell us a little bit about the book and the story.
Well, I just wanted to tell a story about my amazing adventure there because it was I went to Brunei, and it's the Sultan of Brunei. He was the richest man in the world for a long time, and then I think Bill Gates went over his title. And I don't know who's the richest man. He's not the richest man anymore. I don't know if Bill Gates is or the Sultan of Brunei. But anyways, but his younger brother, Prince Jeffrey, had wanted to fly all these beautiful women that I was surrounded by. I mean, women from Los Angeles, mostly Los Angeles, Canada, Hong Kong. Where else? A few from Thailand. There was a couple of women from Hong Kong that were actresses in Hong Kong, and a lot of some of my same girlfriends here in Los Angeles were actresses and models, and a lot of playmates.
Wow.
And yeah, I can't talk more. I don't want to talk more about the book because I would love everyone to buy it. So.
Well, yeah, you want people to buy the book, and you're.
But I just wanted to tell my story because it was just an amazing time in my life, an amazing adventure, and I would call Prince Jeffrey like a Santa Claus.
Wow.
I mean, he gave he gave us like gifts, and it was just I was treated very, very well. It wasn't like you would hear other stories where a harem be like slaves or anything, but no, we were treated very, very well.
Wow, that's quite interesting. So your story is much bigger than we knew about when we talked on the radio before. And was this prior to you coming to Hollywood?
I was already in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
So an agent sent me and other girls.
And
here in Los Angeles.
And you were.
It was a business deal. I had to meet with the agent before I left to sign a contract, to not talk about where I'm going or where I've been. But it's been a long time. So I was over there in 1995 to 96.
Oh, very, very cool.
I didn't talk about it when I came back.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah, because I signed a contract. So.
I gotcha. Now, if the book is a big success, will you be starring in the movie?
Oh, in the movie.
They'll probably get Johnny Depp to play the prince.
I the movie. I thought it'd be a great concept, but I spoke to George about it, my other partner and writer, and he said that it probably would not go very well. I was thinking it'd be like a great Lifetime movie or something because there's so many true stories in Lifetime. But I think it would be too much because America. I mean, anyways, I don't want to. I think it'd be great for Europe because people in Europe are more open-minded than a lot of Americans, I think, so.
Right, I agree with you there.
I think it just because the harem, they'd be like, oh my God, So they would probably want to make the story like something bad happens when nothing bad did happen.
Oh, I understand. That's the thing, everybody responds to drama and negativity. And
there was a drama in 1997 because Miss America, Shannon Marquette, went there, and when she came back, she said that she was raped.
Oh.
When clearly I know she was not raped because I know.
Okay.
And she was saying that she did not know what she was going to do when she went over there. And she did, because the agent, when I came back, the agent called me and said, could you please talk to Shannon Marquette on the phone, because she's nervous about going. And I spoke to her on the phone, and I told her everything about it, and she knew everything. She knew when she was going over there. So she lied when she came back just to make money and publicity. Wow. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting stuff, though. And why don't you tell us again where everyone can get the book?
So it's on Amazon Kindle, and it's called The Last Harem. And my name is on there, Aphrodite Antonia Dorian, and then the writer on there is George P. Saunders.
Oh, very good. Now, you mentioned the last time we spoke on the radio show something about you were coming up in a television episode or something?
Oh, God, the last time I spoke to you?
Yeah.
I worked on Happy Endings, that TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were supposed to show, it was supposed to be the last episode, and they cut it. So I know Happy Endings is coming up again, and I'm hoping they will show it when I don't know if it's airing the end of September, but yeah, I'm hoping. It was a very funny episode, so I'm sure they'll air it. They have to.
Oh, I know. It's funny. They shoot stuff, and sometimes they would change their mind about things later on. So
yeah.
Well, definitely let me know when that's coming out, and hopefully we can talk again.
Hopefully it comes out in the first episode, because I know some of the new shows are out right now, all the new shows, and then I know there'll be they come out later in the end of September. I don't know why they do that. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Many shows on right now. I don't know. So.
Well, the whole dynamic of television and performing and arts has changed so much with technology and all the different TV stations. So you never know when, something's going to come along. They're not making a sequel to Dinosaur Island, though? Come on.
No, I wish.
I'm kidding, but no, I think our ghoulies are in for a big treat. They're in for a big treat with this movie tonight, because it's fun. It moves quick.
I'm so happy that you're showing it. That's so great that you're airing the movie.
Well, that's great, because a lot of people have heard about you now here in the area from from one thing or another, and well, we want to keep promoting you, Antonia.
I know. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks so much for giving us this interview, and we will definitely be in touch soon.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.